Hello friends, Suro here. Welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to show you how you can get these personalized individual light sources in your base or whatever you're building. You can make it and put one of these light sources on each individual block in the game. I got it showing my pedestals. I got my rune sword over here, my poisonous sickle here, and it just looks really sweet. You can do this, anyone can do this, but it is going to be for those later players. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this. But before I get into that, if you would please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I would super appreciate you literally forever. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get into this. All right, now to do this, you are going to have to be pretty endgame, and you're going to have to defeat Azeos, the Sky Titan. That is the bird boss that's over here in the green biome. And for me, he was right here in an arena that looks like this. So if you have already defeated him and you have his soul, which is over here in this category, you have Soul of Azeos, you are already one step ahead. So that gives you a 10% chance to spawn a thunder beam on melee critical hits. Two things to note from that: it has to be a melee hit and it has to be a critical hit. So it's not a 10% chance on a melee. It actually has to be the critical hit at the yellow numbers. It's going to spawn that little like thunder wave in front of you that's going to destroy most stuff, including things in your base. Now, whenever you do that, the trail that it leaves is going to leave some light glowing, and it's going to leave those beams. Then that is what you can use to actually decorate. So this is kind of tricky, but I do have a few tips that are going to make this a lot easier for you. Now, if you wanted, you could go through and make a build with like some mold rings to increase your critical hit chance, just so you proc that ability faster. But if you use the NPC here to get your beam to get that skill to proc, you don't really need to worry about that. But if you're using it to just kill some random mobs, you're going to want to put some stuff on that's going to increase your critical hit chance, like this copper cross necklace, these mold rings and whatever. But you do have weapons like the ritual dagger that's going to give you plus 6% critical hit chance. But chances are, if you're attacking a mob, you're going to damage it so much that you're just going to completely kill the enemy, and then you're going to have to try and kite them around in a circle again. But what I'm going to show you is the easiest method, and you do need to use the merchant. You can use any of the merchants, but I'm going to use this first one here. Now, what you want to do is go ahead and pick up the bed from the room that he has, and pick up the slime jar. Now, we are going to go and put it into a little room in an area that I want that beam of light to be. For me, it's going to be up here in this area that I'm currently working on and building. So, for instance, I'm going to put the bed down right here. And then I'm going to put the slime oil inside this room. Now, I want my beam of light to be kind of like in this area. So I'm just going to map out some walls for the merchant to get trapped on. That way, I can actually trap him in there and get that thing to activate. So now that that is done, I'm going to put this wall here. That way he can get on. He cannot get out. And I'm going to leave about 50 blocks or so for about 20 seconds and come back, and he should spawn in that room. Alright, after leaving, he should be up there, so we're going to go take a look real quick, and he is. I see the light right there, so I'm going to block myself in here, and he is not yet in the spot that I want him to be, so I'm just going to kind of break some of these walls, and if I don't kill him, and then try to get him over here, and then I'm going to use some dirt walls to block him in. That way he's standing on the spot that, or near the spot that I want to get the beam of light. So I'm just going to wait till he kind of wanders over here, and then we'll continue this. All right, now that he is on the road that I want him to be on, I want my light to be over in one of these two. What I'm going to do is go ahead and break this wall here. Now I'm going to use my fist so I don't do too much damage to him, and I'm going to have him face the direction that I want the lightning to go. I obviously don't want it going over here to the right because it's going to destroy my chest, and this will destroy your walls and floors, so I'm going to do it over here to the left. I'm just going to keep hitting him until I get that skill to actually proc. I hit those yellow numbers. That means I have a 10% chance during those yellow numbers for the skill to actually activate. So we're just going to keep hitting him. And there we go. So now that I've done that, I have light beams all throughout here. Now, if you want to get rid of a light beam, what you can do is just seal it up like this. And then it'll be completely gone. So even if I were to use a pickaxe, I can break it. The light beam is gone now. Let me take my orb lantern off. So there we go. I have this here. You can just put your stuff back in your original merchant's room to get him back in there. So put another bed, put the slime jar, and he'll be back in there after you leave for a while. And then one more thing to note. is he will actually come back. If you accidentally kill him, you can actually spawn him back in doing the same thing. Just put a slime jar in a bed down, come back, and he'll respawn. So now that we have this here, you can, of course, fix your floor however you want. Get a pedestal to put something there, and then I'm going to decorate it real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like. And there you have it, everybody. We have our own personalized light source for each of these items. So I have a pedestal with my rune sword. It looks really cool. My poisonous sickle on this one. And you can do this as many times as you want. And I just think it's very cool. Now, I'm sure most of you are 1,000 times more creative than me, so I would love to see what you can come up with using this secret here. So I have my Discord linked in the description of this video. I would love it if you guys would join and show off your screenshots whenever you come up with something cool. And like I said, I would really love to see it. So this is one way. I don't know if we'll ever get another way to get a light source in the game, and I don't know if they're going to take this away from us at some point, because I'm sure it's not super intentional, but it's not harming anything. I really like it. Now, make sure that you do check out the description, because I do have the original founder of this linked there. So check their channel out and be sure to subscribe. Their name is TENG, and their channel has been pretty helpful when it came to finding out something like this. So I came across it the other day, and I just had to share it because it's something that I'm surprised I didn't come up with. So it's super fantastic. Thank you guys so much for watching it. I really appreciate it. If you would hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one.